This is Godliness with Contentment, episode 19. My name is Keno Hanna, and I'm here to have a conversation about how to win with money from the Bible's perspective. To stay out of any legal trouble, I must say that the contents of this podcast are informational in nature. If you need professional advice, please consult your lawyer, financial advisor, or accountant. Now, before I jump into today's episode, I do want to offer an apology for those of you who were expecting that last week I would have dropped an episode and I didn't. When I initially got started with the podcast, my intention was that once a week, roughly, that I would record a podcast and publish it, distribute it for people to listen to and learn something from. And yet, it's been almost 2 weeks now that I haven't done that. And so I definitely want to apologize for those of you who expected something and then there was nothing. And, just dealing with some life. But I need to be able to push through those times. But I appreciate the fact that you're here today for this episode. So keep me in prayer. I pray that I'm able to stick to drop in once a week to help as many people as possible. The episode today is actually entitled With a Little Help from My Friends. Now, I'm taking that title from the Beatles song that was re-recorded by Joe Cocker and I guess others, but his particular rendition stands out in my mind. It was the opening song for one of my favorite TV shows growing up. It was called The Wonder Years. Now today I'm not talking about Kevin Arnold and Winnie Cooper, but about the importance of friendship in any journey that is worthwhile. My scripture for today comes from Luke chapter 16 and verse 9. I tell you, use worldly wealth to gain friends for yourselves, so that when it is gone, you'll be welcomed into eternal dwellings. So this scripture is found smack dab in the middle of the parable of the shrewd manager. One of the things I believe that is found in the parable is the thought that when we leave this world, we leave the wealth behind. And that what is of primary importance is being welcomed into heavenly dwellings. Now, you cannot buy your way into heaven, right? But that is primary importance. Money can't get you there. But while on earth, we need to know what our priority should be. Our priority should not be money. Our priority should be getting into heavenly dwellings. Now, even though money is not top priority, it is a tool that can be used to help others while we have it. So to clarify my thoughts a little better, what I'm saying today is this. We must use money to help people and thereby gain friends, not buying them, and not use people or friends to gain money. On our money journey, we will pay off debt, we will build wealth. And I believe it will be extremely helpful if we have some friends to help us on that journey. Some friends who will help us in our money journey, but also some friends who we will help on their money journey. We need friends. Friends who will remind us to spend less than we make. Friends who will encourage us to cook at home instead of making frequent trips to the restaurant. Friends who will remind us of our goals of saving and investing and giving. Friends who will be there with us when we want to help others, right? So friends who we will work with to help other people right, from what God has blessed us with. Friends who will be there to rejoice with us when we get out of debt for good. Do you have such a friend, or perhaps a few of them, who will keep you on track? Are you that kind of friend, right? That you are there to help others and to help to keep them on track on their money journey. One of the things I noticed a few days ago was the importance of relationships. When I say I noticed it, it was more like I was reminded of it, right? I was reminded of the importance of relationships in getting to our desired goals. Now, many times I tend to focus on what I need to do, how I need to do it, and I forget that there are people there who have already done these things, and they can actually guide me along the path. I don't always see this, but I did a few days ago. I believe that God puts people in our path to help us and for us to help them. And when I get out of my selfish mindset, I'm able to see this more and more. Good relationships are those that are beneficial to both individually. Right? What did I just say? Good relationships are beneficial to both individuals, right? Or they are mutually beneficial, okay? So find someone who can help you on your money journey, but also find someone who you can help on their money journey. And I know it could be different too, right? You could perhaps find someone who could help you on your money journey, but you perhaps can help them in something else, right? Maybe you can help them in their parenting or in their relationship with their boyfriend, girlfriend, or with their spouse, right? But friends and money are important parts of our lives. And the truth is, sometimes they overlap. But the big question is, how do we deal with friends and money when they do overlap? When that happens, what should we do? So there's some things I believe that we should learn how to navigate properly. For example, being able to say no to our friends when it comes to going out for eats and drinks when it's not on the budget. And our friends, hopefully, they're in a position where it's not an issue for them because they understand that we're not saying no to them, we're saying no to busting the budget, okay? We also don't want to be in a relationship where there's always one person footing the bill. If the other person, other friend can't afford it, then one thing that they should do, I think, is offer that we do something else that doesn't depend on money, right? They could find something that we can do that where, it's not going to mess up our budget. And we could do that instead. So we still get to spend time, but we're wise when it comes to money. And they're not always looking for one person in the relationship to always foot the bill. I think as well, if you're the friend with money or more money than the other friends, don't show off with your money. Be sensitive to the budgets of others. You may be able to afford that expensive meal while they cannot. So think about them when trying to figure out what restaurant you're going to go to, right? Because if they go and they spend the money, on the back end, that's going to hurt. So you being a friend is you're picking a restaurant that is budget friendly for everybody. When we think of money and relationships, well, money is one of the biggest factors in marriages and divorces. Even with friends, Money can cause some weirdness, but let's not make money the priority, but find out how to navigate money and friendship, how to use money to help people and not use people to gain money. So one of the other things I want to kind of touch on before I call this one a wrap is coaching. Because sometimes, I know I'm talking about, getting help from friends and being a good friend, etc., to help each other on your money journey. But what if you're in a situation where you're not good with money and neither are your friends? Well, one of the things you can do is find a coach or a mentor, somebody who is good that may not be in your friend circle, and let them help you to get better with money. And then you can now help your friends get better with money. So there are actually quite a bit of places you can find this coaching. Like, for example, I'm a coach, right? A personal financial coach. But where did I get my help? Well, a few years ago, I started listening to podcasts. And I was introduced, for example, to Dave Ramsey. So I listened to his podcast. And now I listen to various podcasts about money and money-related things. And that's where I get my help. Now, these people are not my friends, but I'm able to learn from them. And so even for you today, you need to get some help with your finances. And again, your friends are not in that position to help you. Well, tune into somebody who can help you. And then you'll be in a position where you can help your friends. So coaching is important. Mentorship is important. And then you can offer that once you've gotten it yourself. So I want to call this one a wrap. This is all I have for you today. I appreciate you coming. Again, looking for more content, more things from the Bible as it relates to money. And today, it's talking about friendship and the importance of money and friendship. So I hope you join me for my next episode along with your friends and family. Tell others, let them know, right, where they can find me, whether that's YouTube or Apple or TuneIn. Let them search for Godliness with Contentment. This is Kino Hana signing off. Check you later.